Hi Ranvijay.
Hi Rohini, I cannot believe that I'm meeting you again. My last time जब आपको मिला था, you were a teenager and you were a professional tennis player. It's so good to see you. You become a doctor and you've written a book. Wow. You've done so well. I'm really proud of you. So this is just, I'm very happy to meet you again.
I'm super happy to do this with you because I think the universe made this happen that my first book interview is happening with you.
So for a lot of people, I just want to say, this is the starting of an interview, but I just want to say that I met this girl when she was 14 years old. She was a tennis player. We were in Bangalore. She was in an academy. It was on one of my shows. She was part of the task. And now I've met her. She's written a book. And she's also a doctor. And it's amazing. Now we can start.
Thank you so much. So today we are going to have a quick talk about lifestyle, fitness, wellness, and how it is for different people. Because
caught me in the middle of what my main topic in life is these days. This is what I talk about with a lot of people also.
Yes. So I want to ask you one thing. What is that one habit or what is that one routine that has kept you going for all these years?
I think I have a really big view of my capabilities. I think I can achieve anything, and I wanted to test it many times. So generally, all my life, I had what kept me going was that I was very active when it comes to sports. Very active. I'm generally a jumping kind of a person. I'm jumping around most of the times.
Right.
And a few years ago, when I was 34, I decided that I want to experiment with myself. I want to put on a lot of weight. I want to be in an unhealthy place to see if it can be reversed. And to maybe connect with people who've never thought that from an unhealthy place you can become healthy, and people who lost hope कि अब हम over 30 हो गए, over 34 हो गए. So I did that because I was always fit and playing sports, and so it took me 3-4 years to actually put on that kind of weight and be unhealthy, because you can be fat and fit also.
Yes.
And that's why I'm saying you got me right in the middle. I was 106 kgs last December. I was 106 kgs last December. I'm 80 kgs now, and I'm very healthy.
Wow.
So now I'm back at trying to steal hours of playing sport, which is my number one priority, is to play sport. If I don't have the time to play sport or the facilities or the resources because I'm traveling or something, then I will try to do a fun activity. If I could go for a run or if I could do something which is, but even not that, then I will work out.
Yes.
Then I will have like if there's a bar, I'd love to do some pull-ups, push-ups, this, that. But if not, then there's a gym and then you try to make the most of it there.
Right.
No, I'm not a builder because that's a different sport.
Yes.
But I do many different things in a gym that keep me active, and now I'm trying to become fitter the next day I should be fitter than today. That's my idea now. But on a general thing, what's kept me going is the fact that I love doing activities and playing sports.
Right.
That's definitely helped.
Lovely. And I think that's one hell of a journey from 106 to maybe 4 kg. 80 kg.
So it's good.
So how much do you think food had a role in all of this? Because you love to work out, you're burning those calories. How is it with food? So
shape-wise, 80 to 85% shape depends on what you eat.
Yes.
Okay. Fitness-wise, you have to build stamina, you have to build strength, and you have to have skill in different sports.
Yes.
That will take practice and time.
Yes.
But shape-wise, you can directly start just eating right.
Right.
So I'm doing both. I just don't want to be slim. I also want to be fit. So in the shape and the weight, like I said, 80% in my case was eating right. Choices. I don't want to. I want to have a cup of tea, right? With a biscuit, for example. What biscuit am I choosing has become my way of
making little choices.
Making it a little better, right? I want to eat rice and rajma, for example.
Right.
But that rajma shouldn't have butter and ghee and all of that. So it'll be less tasty. 19-20.
Right.
And the rice doesn't have to have butter in it. It'll be brown rice. So I'm still eating rajma chawal, but the choices
making a
are
healthier version of it.
800 कैलोरी के बजाय वही राजमा चावल जो 450 500 कैलोरीज भी हो सकता है. That's okay.
Yes.
So that's where I'm at right now. I want to eat that butter chicken, but it's peanut butter chicken.
Right.
Right. And now because of this awareness, what's happened? A lot of people are cooking like that.
Yeah.
So you can actually go and say healthy butter chicken and
and it's a win.
because अगर आप अपने आप को because a lot of times when I was younger, I was on this crazy high protein diet, and at that time I was highly motivated. I was younger and I was working out for a role and I had to be ripped, and I did it because I was highly motivated, but it was not sustainable.
Yes.
Right? तो कभी-कभी अगर आप एक athlete हो and if you're working towards a certain fight or a certain tournament and something, then it works.
Then it has to be
because you're highly motivated.
Yes.
But to sustain, you have to be in a place where you're happy also.
Absolutely.
You can't be like अपना मन मार के ये नहीं खाऊंगा वो नहीं खाऊंगा, खा लो.
Yeah, absolutely.
Eat a better brownie.
Exactly.
Right? Which ingredients are better. So a little more awareness about that and you're good, you're happy.
Yes. Now I want to ask, how much have you given preference to having protein specifically? Because for a person who is working out so much, how do you manage your energy levels? Have you gone for specific supplements, or do you follow certain superfoods or anything like that?
So this is a very interesting question because you've been an athlete and going to a gym doesn't mean so bodybuilding is one sport.
Yes.
And being fit and regular thing
is another game.
And being into sports and everything. Every sportsman, athlete who goes to a gym is not building a body.
Yes.
When I was building a body when I was young, I was taking in a lot of proteins through different forms, different sources from food.
Right.
Which could be at that time if you're eating chicken or
eggs and other things,
or spinach or dal, pulses, or whatever, depending on, because you also get bored eating the same thing, right? From protein,
then all the
which is
powders
whey protein,
right?
Which is isolate, not just complex, because I'm also an endomorph.
Right.
So for me, I have to lean, so
isolate, yes.
Right, isolate. Also branched chain amino acids, which is BCAA, which gives you nice energy, but it's a broken down form of protein. Of course, I don't know why I'm saying that. So I did BCAA and all that, and BCAA I still do. I'm not bodybuilding, but when I play basketball, it helps me.
It also helps you reduce the cramps naturally.
Yeah, BCAA is good.
It's easily available.
It's great for hydration actually.
Absolutely.
So you can actually sip on BCAA throughout the day. So when I go for my treks, I have BCAA in my camel pouch.
Because it's readily available to your muscles.
Yeah. So I do a lot of hydration things where I mix it with BCAA. Taste is also good.
So
and that's why I don't have Gatorade anymore. Oh, sorry, these drinks, energy drinks which are high on calories.
Caffeine
right?
Also.
But I love coffee. That's my thing. So getting back to now, I'm actually not building. So I'm not having 160 grams of protein, because that is when you're tearing your muscle and you fill it up to make it bigger.
Yes. Absolutely.
Right now I'm doing about 70 to 80 grams of protein, mostly through food, not really taking in any protein supplements, but still doing BCAA.
Right.
And I think that's keeping me very agile. It's lighter because when you're having so much, you can't just have protein, you're also eating it with the other things that go in, so you become bigger and heavier. So right now I'm agile with this 70 to 80 grams. I eat really good fats. Love avocado. Love it.
Amazing.
I'm having pistas.
Yes.
Not kajus at all.
Right.
I love peanuts.
Love
it. Yeah. But I'm trying to eat less peanuts because I can eat like 3 bowls of peanuts. I can have a whole packet. So I'm trying to, because I love it. It's so tasty. Yes. But I'm doing a lot of peanut butter.
Right.
With brown bread. I know brown bread or white bread, वो colored वो है, but वो at least sometimes you have to do things जो आपको mentally एक जगह लेके जा रही है, subconsciously you're like, yes, I'm putting an effort.
Exactly.
तो व्हाइट और ब्राउन में वैसे जब रिसर्च करके लोग बोलेंगे ज्यादा ये नहीं, बट मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि अगर मैं ब्राउन या ऑर्गेनिक ऐसा ब्रेड खा रहा हूँ तो मैं एक एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट डाल रहा हूँ और उससे
Right.
मेरे मेंटली मैं ऐसा रहता हूँ कि मैं अपने लक्ष्य से हिल नहीं रहा हूँ. I'm not, I'm
focused.
yeah, I'm focused. I'm on the right path.
Yes.
So yeah, doing these things.
Amazing. So now this takes me to my second last question.
You can ask me as many.
So how, see, it says, and I have also studied that your mind and your body, they are reflections of each other. How true you think that is, and what do you do for your stress levels? Because we know that there's a very stressful life, there's a lot of travel involved, there are a lot of other factors. So how do you manage that along with your physical fitness?
You know, one person's solution for stress management or body or health is not another
Absolutely.
person's solution.
Yes.
So I'll just tell you mine.
Yes.
I recommend it? No, you're actually not just a writer, but you're a doctor, so you understand and you've been an athlete. So what works for you
It has
might
to be
not work for me,
completely
but
personalized.
you are somebody who can recommend
Yes.
because you are qualified. I have experience, but I'm not qualified. So according to me, what's kept me happy
Right.
and not stressed. So what has helped me or helps me de-stress apart from sports and cycling or activities. But when I was in London, I was blessed to be there with my family. What happens is that a lot of your stress is taken away if you have family time. You have your kids.
Yes.
Like you're hugging them and kissing them is just like stress keeps going away.
It's an instant.
Yeah, you're sitting with your parents, in-laws or your parents and chatting takes the stress away.
True.
Taking time off from work takes stress away, but gives you anxiety because you're like, "Arey, main kama nahi raha hu," for example. So you have to balance it. You can't just take time off because then you'll be anxious about how will I support my family. So trying to find a balance in that, traveling with my family, doing a lot of activities, boating, horse riding. My daughter's horse riding, so I'm walking while she's learning.
A lot of outdoor.
A lot of this fresh air, strawberry picking, all of these touchwood, these things. So we invest in these experiences. Instead of buying another thing, we're like, okay, if we had to figure out where to spend money, it would be, okay, let's go and do boating, paddle boating, this and that, right? So that is something that's helping us being active and stress-free. Other than that, watching content is something that really de-stresses me.
Okay, lovely.
I love like watching some fictional stuff because when you're watching fiction or something that somebody's created, your mind is not worried about all those payments or the meeting or work and this and that. So you kind of shut off because you're so consumed by this. So it helps me.
Absolutely.
It helps me de-stress. In a day, if I'm watching something for an hour, by the end of the night, I'm not thinking about shoot, this and that, and then mind is at ease and sleeping becomes easier. It works for me. I don't know if...
No, it is true. It works for a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know, it's an activity that you enjoy. It has to be something that...
but more, see, when I'm enjoying playing basketball, what happens, I'm also very agile mentally. Yahan se pass, yahan se, you're thinking about when you're playing sport, you're strategizing and all that. You're still active. Mind's also active. But I almost feel like when I'm watching content in the night, it's also resting my other...
It's calming
brain.
you.
Yeah, because I'm not exercising my brain too much. I'm just like consuming like a dud. And that helps me kind of shut off for the day. And it's almost, I won't say it's light meditation, but it's close to what you get from that for me. When I ride bikes, it's like meditating because you have to be so involved in that activity that you can't think of many other things. So you're riding, you're with your own thoughts, nobody else is talking to you, you can't make a call, you can't consume content. So when you're riding, it's very nice, it's very therapeutic for me. Even if it's in traffic, right? It's not कि सिर्फ हसीन वादियों के साथ ही मेरे को riding मजा आता है. Even when it's in traffic, you're only riding, so you're taking a left, right, this and that, and it's okay.
It's like a focused zen kind of state.
You're very focused. You're doing only one thing. When you're riding a bike, you're only doing one thing. Apart from that, activities with friends, but they don't happen every day. So on a daily basis, I think when you say that reflection of who you are through your body and your mind, all of that, I think not the shape of a person is not the reflection, but what a person's capable of is what I see. A person's capability is this. He might not be in the best shape, but shape से मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता. मैं देखता हूँ कि उस shape में भी खेल रहा है.
Exactly.
ये एक्टिव है यार, वो मेरे को वो अच्छा लगता है.
Right.
लोग सिर्फ शेप देखकर ना sometimes they start judging the person.
Judging. Yes.
Like, honestly, there are a lot of people who are way more active and fit, but are not slim.
Yeah.
And a lot of slim people are not fit.
Yes.
They might have cholesterol also and sugar.
Same reason why so many cardiac issues are coming in youngsters. Like
For the
medically
stress
we see so
habits,
many.
we are also taking a lot of plastic in
And
without
there's
knowing.
extremism involved in trying to look slim. So that takes a toll on your organs, on your heart.
If I am thin but not fit, I'll be very upset.
Yeah.
I'm actually very happy because I'm fit and strong.
Yes.
I can pull myself up, I can run, I can pick my babies without a problem. You know,
Right.
I have so I work a lot on my the kind of muscles or strength that is needed to do day-to-day chores.
Right.
Right? Actually, there is nothing that is needed to do when you have to actually pick up weight like this. You pick up weight
Right.
like this. It's called functional training.
Yes.
I do a lot of functional training because when I pick up my baby, I'm never picking up my baby
You're
like
not
this.
doing
I'm
it.
picking up my baby like this. So all
Okay.
of this guy, the core, everything
Yes.
has to be strong. When you're picking up a luggage and putting it up there, this is the
Your
exercise
other
that you're
muscles
supposed
are
to do.
getting
It's functional.
lovely, yes.
So that you become stronger in life.
Right.
You're always picking something like this, so exercise भी ऐसे करो.
True.
ऐसे तो आज तक मैंने कोई चीज नहीं उठाई ऐसे.
Yeah.
कुछ भी नहीं उठाया. Right?
Absolutely.
So even if you're pushing, what we try to do in functional training is that तुम्हारे पे अगर वेट आ रहा है तो कभी भी इक्वल वेट नहीं होता है. तो 15-15 kg का डंबल एक जगह 20-25 उठाओ, एक जगह 10. So उसमें तुम्हारा body kind of tries to stabilize this,
Right.
and then you become stronger. So but this is when you get into fitness and all that. But I don't want to scare people. Functional training as a HIIT. Get into whatever is fun for you. मैंने अपने crew को रोडीज और स्पिट्सला पे I've taught them how to throw frisbee. When you throw frisbee, you have to run, you have to jump, and now we play ultimate frisbee. We've made rules and all this, so everybody's fit. Now people say कि यार बाकी shoots में मजा नहीं आ रहा because हम शाम को खेल नहीं रहे, you know. So try to I take a basketball ring everywhere I go. It gets assembled. So if I'm in a place for 30 days, we keep shooting hoops and all. And looking at me, other people say, "Yeah, being active is not a chore. मजा आ रहा है."
True.
तो वो करना चाहिए. वो कर रहे हैं हम आजकल. You tell me about your book.
Amazing.
Why did you think that you should write a book? What made you become an author, a published author?
Yes. So this book happened. The thought of this book happened 5 years ago.
Okay.
When I had just started working as a nutritionist. I finished my MBBS.
Also, you
And
ex-athlete, professional athlete, still a sports person,
yes.
a doctor, nutritionist, a writer. Wow.
And that's
Now
when I
I
realized
feel like I need to do some more things. Huh.
so you are already doing so many things.
Businesswoman also soon.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I have a line of products now. I have herbal teas, I have collagen supplements, I have an energy bar. So these are all research products.
I
by
haven't
me.
received them yet. Yeah, you're not. What is
It's
going on?
ready for you. Your hamper's right there.
Yes. Okay.
So all these products, I would love you to try them.
Okay.
But when I started writing this book, I realized that there's a very one-directional thought. You have to eat every 2 hours, or there is. I heard somebody doing this banana and dahi diet. Then somebody was doing a calorie counted diet. So I realized that these things are not as superficial as they look like. It has to be very customized. It has to be very personalized, and
Depending
it
on
has
the
to be in
person.
tune to your emotions. So,
None of them are wrong or right.
Yes.
ऐसा नहीं कि गलत है और ये नहीं करते सही.
But that is not it.
किसके लिए क्या? So
It
that's what
has
you're
to be
doing.
customized. So this book is about making your lifestyle a healthier version of what it is right now. So this book will not tell you do this and do that. This book will just tell you these are the options. Choose what suits you.
Like I do a variation of intermittent.
Yes.
ठीक है?
Yes.
जरूरी नहीं है कि मैं मेरा 10 बजे से खत्म होगा तो मैं अगले दिन 2 बजे.
Exactly.
मैं जब खाना खत्म करता हूँ, अगर मैं
Yes.
9 बजे खत्म कर लिया या 11 बजे खत्म कर लिया, अब मैं सोचता हूँ कि इससे आगे 16 घंटे मैं नहीं खाऊंगा.
So it has to be a very intuitive approach.
हाँ.
And that is why there are 101 diet charts in this, which nobody has shared till now. So you will find 101 ways of doing different kinds of diet charts. So that is the, I think, USP of this
Just
book.
read some low self-esteem in this thing. So you're also not just tackling how to be fit. What all? Because I see a mind ka diagram here.
Yes.
which means you're talking to people about how to keep yourself happy also. So something that I was saying. So
Yes.
you think
That is very much important in keeping oneself fit.
so I'm pretty good in your department. You'd
Yeah,
be like,
absolutely. You're doing the things right.
if you to like give me points out of 10
Right.
कि यार ये बंदा फिटनेस और वेलनेस वगैरह में अगर मेरे को कुछ नंबर देने होते तो
Right.
कितने देते?
You're on age. The other two are just maybe you can explore more with nutrition, but
परसेंट पे रहेगा मैं. If my parents were like, where are the 20% guy?
oh god.
100% guy. No, but you're right. So good. And what do you give yourself out of 10?
I think I love experimenting, so I would give myself 5 because there are other 5 more.
Then I'm happy. So I'm a
You're doing very
8 is
good.
great, right?
Yes.
8 out of 10 is great.
Amazing.
Oh, so I'm very happy.
Lovely.
And who do you recommend this book to? What kind of people should read?
Everybody and anybody who wants to just get healthier.
Awesome.
So anybody and everybody who just wants to get healthier can just read this book.
Healthier.
Yes.
And what about people who are already healthy and they think we are very healthy, we don't need this? What about, do you think it's going to help them also?
Yes, because there's always something new. You know, you can never be like the healthiest. You can always get one step.
समय के साथ चीजें
Yes.
बदलती रहती हैं and
Yes.
you have to adapt.
Absolutely.
Best
So
of luck.
thank you so much for doing
Congratulations.
this.
I'm going to give it a read. And
Please do it. I'm
it looks so
sending the
smart
book.
here. I'm taking this book. You're not
Yes,
sending
I have the book hampers ready for you.
Oh, wow.
Okay, the bag also.